Hi, everybody. This is Brooke with Conversations with Brooke. So one of the things that happens a lot, if you've come from the kind of background that I come from, and what I wanted to discuss today is asking for help. So, and the whole purpose of this video is just discussing asking for help. When you've come out of these kind of backgrounds, you have learned to live in survival. You have gone internally in a lot of different ways, and so it becomes incredibly difficult to go to others for help after getting out for a couple different reasons. And even if it's family, friends, or people that you know, or people that would be more than happy to do all kinds of things for you. When you come out of a religious cult or a sect or, one of these situations, asking for help is like, it goes against your very nature. So if you've been in a community for a long period of time, you begin to become very self-sufficient. And you do it for a couple different reasons, because you have to begin to push people out of your life and not depend on them, because there's always ties to anything you do. So for me, every time anybody did something for me, I knew it was a place that I would owe them for it. It was not an unconditional love. And this wasn't necessarily family, but it was just like within the community that I grew up in. If somebody did something for me, then all of a sudden I was on the hook to return that favor times 2, 4, 6, 8, depending on who did it. And there was always this expectation from people in different, they always acted like there wasn't a hierarchy, but there was always a hierarchy. So if anybody who was more of the major family, if any of them had done something for you, then you knew that then you really were going to owe them. And it could be all different kinds of things. It didn't really matter what it was, but there was always an expectation that came with it. So you get to this point that you try to do things on your own, because if you ask for help, then you know that you're going to owe above and beyond. That might be financial, that might be in help, that may be in your specialty. So like my dad was an attorney. So if somebody had done things for him, there was always this expectation that he would have to probably return it in helping them out legally, or money, or this or that. So there was always this expectation that if somebody did for something for you, then you had to return that. And coming from that, I got to this place that I never wanted anybody to do anything for me. And it was like, well, I'll just figure out how to do it on my own. I'll help out anyway, because I don't want people to think that I'm not a team player, or that I'm just, so you become this overgiver. And there's several problems with that. It creates really shitty relationships down the road, because you always have this expectation that you're going to give more than you're going to receive. And it also creates this deficit with your ability to receive from other people. Your ability to give and receive should be like breath. It comes in and it goes out. That is, we receive and we give. We receive and we give. Relationships should have this ebb and flow. They're not always even, but for the ones that aren't even, there are other ones that balance it out. There are people in our life who give more to us, and there are people in our life that we give more to. But when you've come from a cult, you're usually become a giver in that situation. You're giving more money, you're giving more time, and it's for this eternal salvation. So as you're fighting for your ethereal, eternal life, you're willing to give anything for it. the long-term effect of that when you come out of it is that you don't know how to ask for help. You've become incredibly good at doing everything on your own. And so it's like you have this difficulty even figuring out how to start. And we all need help. We all need people to support us. And I have probably been the worst person at ever asking for help. And my life has gotten so much better since I allowed other people in to help me and was vulnerable enough to let people in to help me after going through that. That's how you know you're starting to heal, is that you begin to let people in after you've been through all of that. And they don't have expectations from you. They do things for you because they care about you. That's called creating real relationships, where people want to see you thrive and grow because they care about you and who you are as a human being. But people don't know who you are as a human being unless you begin to share that person with the world again. And you shut that down too. I've done some other videos about that. Learn to ask others to help you. We need help emotionally. Sometimes we need help physically. Other times we need help financially. Other times we need help in, just learning new things. Like, there is so many resources out there. And there's so many people who are supportive. And I promise you, if you continue to do all the work that you're doing, you will find those people. So, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching this video. As always, if you'd like to connect with me, go to 100 Years of Bliss. I will give you a free life blueprint if you'd like for filling out my quiz, which is 100yearsofblissquiz.com. And you get a free life blueprint. You can check out a little bit more information about my 100 Years of Bliss and connect with me there. And I look forward to connecting with you. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.